Okay, so I just need somebody to tell me if they can hear because um, I'm quiet right now. It's quiet time. So whoever can tell me if they can hear, that's good. I don't know about chats. I do. Oh no. Oh yeah, I do. I have a little intro. So here we go. Gonna check my connection right quick. Nope, it's all good. Okay, so if you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. It is a quiet day. It's quiet time, so I get really usually in the morning. I don't want to talk, so it's kind of still morning, and I don't want to look at these videos later on and hear loudness. So it's gonna have to be like this. So if you can hear us, let us know. Everything is good. Okay. Y'all, today I want to talk about Mr. Kevin Samuels and how he can be nicer. I'm referring to the people who call in and how he could be sweeter to them. So there is a way to do so. For example, he could um, let people know. He could compliment people. He could tell them uh, what their positive points are instead of just focusing only on the negative things. He could uh, let people speak more in the beginning. He could also give people some nice sweet names like sweetie and sugar and dear, like I do, right? And also, he can give them some suggestions and he can speak more sweetly to them when he's giving his suggestions in more words that are nice and what's the word that I'm looking for? Nice and sweet, okay? But in reality, if Mr. Samuels were to speak in that way, y'all would not listen to him. I know that it sounds like I know that people say that they want people to speak to them sweeter. But in reality, people want to be cursed out. They want to be degraded. They want to be minimalized. They want to be put in their place. They want to be tamed. They want to be handled. How many women often say that they need a man who can handle them? How many people heard their parents talking to them and telling them to do things and how to behave based on with using curse words? Okay? My parents never cursed at me. My parents didn't even scream at me. So if someone were to try that now, it wouldn't work. I wouldn't be able to relate, and I would feel like they were being abusive. They wouldn't even last a few seconds in my face. But for almost every single person in Black America, they are used to their mother calling them the B word. They are used to their grandmother calling them the H word. They are used to people telling them, get the F out of here, and they don't mean flower, like when I say it, okay? So you have to understand that people enjoy, no matter what they say, based on the numbers of his followers alone, people are listening to this man's advice more because he's talking the way that he does. He sounds like somebody they know. He sounds like a lot of people they know. When you talk to someone sweetly who has been called a B and an H and a lot of things, when you talk to them in a nice way, guess what they do? They turn against you. They think that you're being condescending. They say that you're in a cult because you talk too nice, like how they do to us. We are in the position where we don't talk to people in the same way that Mr. Samuels does. But guess what? Somebody has to do it. And I'm happy that it's not me and it's not us. We don't have to do it. And if we were to talk to people that way, the results would be much different. We probably wouldn't be able to say um, the many things that we say. We probably wouldn't be able to have a really great price for white school, which is initially at $30,000 per student. One of the reasons why we're able to charge so much, several thousands to 30,000 for white school, for travel study to Senegal, is because we talk to people in a very sweet way. We do so verbally. We don't take people's mess, but we talk to people in a very sweet way. However, we don't have a very large number of people who can ever afford such prices. Okay? But it's important to understand that we literally don't want people from certain categories in Black America to join white school. They're too difficult. They love dysfunction. They love arguing. They love cursing. They love hurting people. They want to be right instead of in an argument instead of being right in life. And that is the type of person that we try to push away from white school. So we know who our audience is. We understand that we need sweet ladies who are attracted to being spoken to in a sweet way. Because in reality, Kevin Samuels is talking to the very large majority. And I'm talking about way over 80% of Black American women in 2021 want to be called a B so badly that they refer to themselves as Bs. Don't forget that. So if you were to be someone who wants the sweetness, you want someone who is able to have someone really think through about what you specifically need, that's when you come to us. And we're the ladies to do that. We're not going to take things, we're not doormats. But if you want to hear the harshness of what's happening in Black America and how people receive that harshness, yeah, go listen to Kevin Samuels. It is real. It's really what's happening right now. Kevin Samuels is speaking to what's happening in the minds of the Black American people right now. Okay? If you want the sweetness and the honey, you come to us. If you can't relate because, frankly, now this part is really sad, but I hope you're listening very clearly and very closely. When we talk like this to people, many Black American women are in masculine energy and they become quickly annoyed. They do not like the sound of the voice of a feminine black woman. They would like the sound of a voice of a feminine European or Asian woman, but it grosses them out to hear the normal sound of the voice of a feminine black woman. Okay? So, what happens is you're going to have a certain type of woman attracted to us. And if they get tired of people talking to them in a harsh tone, and they just want to have a certain level of discretion and peace and privacy and a certain level of realness, we're going to give it to you real because we care about you. But we're also going to speak with people with dignity and respect who can handle correction. Usually, when women cannot handle correction, it's because they were not raised with a masculine, fully paying father. They cannot handle correction because correction is not connected to love in their mind. In my household growing up, correction meant that my father was trying to protect me and I had to change things to make sure that I stayed safe. So now, as an adult, I fully understand that correction from authority figures, people who have the authority and the wherewithal to correct me, is people caring about me. Um, but a lot of people do not like the real correction, the correction that comes with love. They want to hear the curse words and the belittling. And that's why we have Kevin Samuels delivering what he's delivering. I don't think people were listening to him before he talked like that. And I don't think he was talking like that the whole time. So think about it. If it's working for a reason. And if you are interested in coming to White School to hear and receive the honey mixed with the reality, then you can do so. You start with a course or two. You contact us. You get prepared with your travel study. And usually that costs about $300 just to get going with the courses, the initial courses. Okay? And then you take your time. You learn how to sell books and share courses with family and friends. And then you can actually gain money that way. They go at a different pace than you do while you're learning. Usually, family doesn't like to, especially family who watches TV, they don't usually like to listen to such logic. So, that might work or that might not work. But that is exactly how we get things done here for white school students, okay? I want you all to know that we are sweet most of the time. We're real lots of times. We're funny a whole bunch of times. But what we won't do is call anybody a B or a H or tell people to get the F away or whatever the thing is, okay? But if that's what you're used to hearing, that's where people have to reach you at. So just be honest with yourself. Which teacher do you seek? Which words and tone do you well receive? Because when we talk to people with a sweet voice, people start saying that we are cultish, even that we're in a cult in different continents, not living with the students. I don't know how this works, but still. The sweetness and being traditional and being married and being financially wealthy and all of these things bothers people, bothers Black people to the core. Today, I saw an article about Jay-Z and Will Smith doing a new program where people can rent to own their homes. And before the thing even got off the ground, Black American people are calling it a scam. Can't let Black people get no house, huh? Y'all really need to be stopped. You don't want it. And when you see other people succeed and you're not wanting to do so, let them be. See how it turns out. See if you need to join. All righty? Black folks, gotta be good. Okay, we tell our children every day, be a good person. And we consider a lot of you to be our children. We're helping to raise Black America. We're very aware. And we're telling you today, same thing. Grow up. Be a good person. Don't just talk about it. It means don't be in hate groups. Don't be stalking people. Don't be stalking us. We helping too many people. We help too many people for y'all to be harassing us. We're the good ones, okay? Don't be harassing and stalking good people and saying negative things about good people and then waiting until they die to say how good they were. Because in 1967, the most unliked person in America was Martin Luther King. And y'all all pretend, and your grandma and everybody pretends that they loved him back then. Lies. They hated him back then. He was a goody two shoes. So we don't take that from y'all on this end either. Okay? Bye.
Bye.